Today we're going to make Forsythia. They are blooming with yellow flowers right now. So let's put the word Forsythia up on the your nature journaling. Forsythia. Forsythia. I think I always thought it was Forsythia, but Forsythia. And today is March 23rd or 24th?
24th.
Wow, already March 24th. 2026. The first thing you can see is that it's a branch. This is a branch, not really a stem. So you can go ahead and make your branch any way you want. This one has that kind of interesting shape. This one has more of a round shape. You could draw it like a smile. This one has like a straight line and then a smile. If you want to take one of these three to your table, you can take one of these so you can see it up close. Let me do this one. All right, this one is really pretty. It's got the little yellow flowers right here. And the second step after the flowers is the little green leaves that you see. These will get bigger, and then you'll just see the green leaves. So let's make the pretty flower. So at the bend right here, I see there's one. There used to be four, but this one just fell off. There's at least four. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of these are going to be a flower. And how many petals do they have? When you look at yours up close, how many petals do they have? 4. And if you want to start them with like a little O or a little circle, that would be helpful because that part's really deep and we can kind of make that dark looking, the depth of that flower. And then we have a rainbow and a smile that come together at a point, but it's kind of long, so if you want to make it a little bit longer, you can. Rainbow, smile, and then we're going to come out and make it thinner and rounder. And keep doing these, okay? So here we're going to do a smile and a rainbow right here. And then carry, instead of closing it right here like we do with some flowers, we're going to carry it out to make it a little bit longer and then make it rounded. One more. If it helps you to turn it, you can turn it. Rainbow, smile, carry it out, make it longer. Now there were some parts that are going to be behind. So the stem right here is going to be behind and the branch right here is also behind. So I want to erase those parts. And then I'm going to come back through and I'm going to make the edges darker so that it looks more 3D.
So where's the paper for later?
Get some from the scrap paper over there. If you look close, there's little stripe veins in here, so they go straight up like this. The flower that we did yesterday had more like a leaf pattern, but these are more like straight up like that. If we have time at the end, you could take a colored pencil and color in with some yellow.
How do we start?
In the middle, I'm going to start another one so you can start there. It has these little lines that come through for the stamen. I'm actually just going to rip it open so you can see it. If you rip it open, they have all these little lines that we can draw for the pollen. So can you see that up close? Line, and then it's like a little horizontal line on the top of that. So there's like a line and then a horizontal, like a, you know how when you, in math, you have perpendicular lines that can make 90 degrees, kind of like how that looks with the little pollen on the top. All right, so we've got one flower. Let's do one of the leaves because these are really pretty. So we're gonna come up here and then we'll come back and we'll do more flowers here. So here's where the leaves start to form, up above where the yellow flowers were. Rainbow, smile shape. Rainbow, these are thin ones, smile shape. Rainbow, smile shape. Rainbow, smile shape. And these ones have those lines that go through the center and then vertically, through the center vertically, And you can look close and see exactly how the patterns look and try to copy them the best you can so it would be most accurate. There's even like teeny tiny, there's 2 teeny tiny ones. You see those? See the teeny tiny ones? So you can make some teeny tiny leaves. They're not yet grown very far, but they're so cute. And this one is all teeny tiny leaves. There's 4 of them. Actually, that looks like a little green flower. If you look close at this, this is not a leaf. This is like the base of the flower where there used to be a flower. So you could draw that. This is like where the flower used to be. Rainbow smile, rainbow smile, rainbow smile, and it's green. So when you color that, you can color it green. And it looks like, when I look at it really close, it looks like it has the straight lines. It also has something in the middle, maybe where it was connected to the flower. So it's fun to try to draw it exact. You just do the best you can. If you go up the stem, up the branch, you can see there's this little bud of green, like a leaf that's about to open. So we could draw that. It's on the other side of this leaf. We've got a rainbow and a smile, and it's darker green. So if you color that in with colored pencil, you'll make this a darker green. And then if you go up a little bit, we can see there's some more leaves up here. You guys grab your nature journals and you can just start wherever we're at. Oh, okay. Or if you're here for Curator Club, you can help the girls at the carpet. Awesome, good job. All right, you can keep working on that if you want. Just making the little leaves. And how many sections of leaves do you see? This was the first one we did. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this one. And you can draw yours just like the branch that you have. Now here we've got some big ones again. So it's interesting. It goes like medium and then small, small, and then you've got the big ones at the tip. So these ones are really pretty. 1, 2, 3. So it goes like this. Watch how cool this is. Out and out with these 2 leaves. 1, 2. And then it keeps going in the middle. And then there's 2 more, and they kind of like go up more, straight up towards the light. And then how many little ones do you have at the bottom? Oh gosh, I didn't know that wasn't in the video. You guys can tell me. 2 at the bottom right here. 1, 2. So it has the 2 little ones, then these 2, and then the 2 at the top. And these all have this kind of leaf with the middle line and then the diagonal lines. They look good. You guys can make one, or you just can. Why don't you work on your giraffes? Oh, okay.
But are they supposed to do Miss Duncan too?
We can put more of them. We can put them across the top. It'll be cute. All right, let's make some more of the flowers, because remember we were gonna make the 4 flowers, not just the 1, because it's a group of 4. So some of these flowers might go behind the other one. So if you have a yellow flower that's behind, you're only going to see maybe part of it. So make the circle, the deep part. Rainbow, smile, carry it out, and make it rounded. So it's a longer leaf. Rainbow, smile. Now this one, you're not going to see it because it's going to end over here. Rainbow, smile, carry it out. Round it up, rainbow, smile, carry it up, round it out. Can you pass me a yellow and a green?
Yes.
Color pencil.
And also, can I start with
As long as you make that there's a border.
Yep.
All right, we've got all these little lines through the flower. You could do that. You can wait and do that with yellow colored pencil if you want. All right, 2 more to go. 1 circle, 1 circle, rainbow, smile, thank you, sweet girl, and rainbow, smile, and rainbow, smile, and then we'll carry each of these out. So if it's easier to do it like that, and then just make it a little bit longer, and round it out, a little bit longer, round it out, and then put your stripes. And then make some value around the edges by making it a little bit darker. Or if you want to wait and do that with yellow. Or you can go grab yellow and green. There's a lot of light green too. When you go get yours, can you grab a light green? We'll do a mixture of dark and light greens, but we'll want to make sure we have some light greens too. I don't want to see that stem back here, right? Because that's behind, so make sure you erase anything that would be behind or that's going to be confusing. All right, this one, rainbow smile, carry it out, make it long and round. Rainbow smile, carry it out, make it long. Rainbow smile. Erase things that are in the background. All right, you could add more. If you don't want to do the colored pencil, you can make your stem thicker wherever it's thicker, and medium size where it's medium size, and then thinner where it's thinner. You can add more leaves, like if there's another leaf cluster that you want to add, you can do that. I'm doing my best to copy where I see the leaves. So you just have fun with it. Don't stress about it, but like enjoy what it looks like and how beautiful it is and how like special each part is. And then you can move on to the coloring. So I'm gonna do yellow because the Forsythia is yellow. And when I color, I'm doing contour coloring. So that means I'm going in the shape of the flower. I'm not just going like this or like this. I'm actually following the shape of the flower to color it in. That's called contour because see, it's going in that shape of the flower. I go darker on the outside and then lighter on the inside. If you look close at them, it actually looks like there's little bits of darker yellow or like maybe even orangey colors. So if you like wanted to add some orange or some like peach colors where you see it in your flower, you could do that. The green leaves, if it's a darker leaf, you might want to use the darker colors. If it looks lighter, then you can use the lighter colors. You could also outline it with this darker color, but then in the middle, use the brighter green. And then, what color is the stem? Brown, so a little bit gray, a little bit of brown, maybe even a little bit of green in some places. So you can kind of match that color too as you go. The stem that the flower is connected to is brown, but what color do you see right here? Where it connects. What color is that? Green, like where it's connected. So you could add a little bit of green around the sides. Add some dark green. You can go over those lines. If you lost your lines, you can go over them with the dark green. Sometimes when you color, you lose those lines. All right, Curator Club. Make sure you're being kind to one another. And then the brown for the stem. Feel free to add some gray. If you see gray in yours, of course, try to match the color. So I'm going to try to get a darker yellow for the inside of the Forsythia. The smaller leaves look to be more bright green or dark green, do you think? Or just maybe a mixture? Think about how it looks and then match it. You can keep adding leaves, you can keep adding flowers, you could do a different branch and compare them. So it's your choice how you want to do it. I'm gonna grab from like each color.
She's being slow.
Which one?
There's another one. She's speaking and I was trying to look at what it was looking like.
It's beautiful, I love it.
Which side do you want us to hang? This side or this side?
Neither. It was not one of the projects, it was a free draw.
Okay. So just like
Yeah, just leave it out. Yeah. No, don't throw it away, just leave it out and I'll put it at the table with that art.